I've seen EPRA now announcing that we have, for the first time in a long time, we have announced that they have announced a drop in the prices of petroleum and petroleum products. This is now the plans that were put by the government of Kenya Kwanza come into fruition. A lot of people and a lot of naysayers made noise, oh, this G2G plus, it doesn't mean anything, it doesn't amount to anything. Now you're seeing what it means. Because the problem that was affecting us previously was a scramble for the dollar. And when people scrambled for the dollar, it weakened the Kenya shilling. What that in turn meant is that when any of the independent oil marketers were going to buy oil in the world market, their dollar was constrained. When you see people saying, oh, a barrel is 69 shillings a dollar, how much was the dollar at that time against the Kenya shilling? But you know, iko watu huku kwa mtaa wanafikiria ati wamekuwa economists, unaona mtu anachukua tu mic anaanza kuandika vitu kwa social media, they don't understand anything. Lakini hatuwezi sema it's not their fault. Because if you don't know and you don't know that you don't know, then now you are what we call a complete illiterate. Hiyo ndio shida yenye imekuwa ikisumbua watu wengine, unaona hapa wakiandika maneno unashindwa huyu mtu akili yake inafikiria namna gani. Kwa hivyo mimi nataka kusema what the government has done is now bearing fruits. And we anticipate, because the dollar has now stabilized, it is not as volatile as it has been, and you know this has been caused by a lot of people who are now the gatekeepers of all the dollar that comes together in one block, which is KTDA. And we have had people who have been making sure that who have been trading with that dollar and hawking the dollar in our markets, and therefore warping the market forces of demand and supply. Now we are seeing a stabilized shilling movement, and in the future we expect that if that trend continues, which is going to continue, then we shall have the prices of fuel coming down. We even anticipate that the shilling is now going to start gaining strength against the dollar, occasioned by the banning and making it very difficult to import very necessary supplies and home supplies that have been that could be found within the country that we have been importing. You know, when the president said that kama uwezi kulala kitanda yenye imetengenezwa hapa ulale chini, a lot of people thought it was a joke. He meant that the money that we are losing, and I have told you that we have been losing over 22 trillion in a year into importation. All that money is competing for the dollar, and that is why the dollar has been rising, and there is nobody who's bringing in money in dollars. Can you imagine? We have gotten to a point where now we are relying on people repatriating dollars from other countries. That is why we are, and that is why the president has said we must first deal with this issue as it is. If it means taking people to other countries so that they remit, we have international remittances, then so be it. But I really want to be very categorical. It is good that you people who are the custodians of information, nyinyi ndio watu ambao mnaambia watu ile maneno iko, just tell people the truth. Stop asking me about the Gatundu mortuary. Ask the governor. We have an elected governor who is in charge of the Gatundu hospital. Why do you want me to comment on those issues? I have tried to do the little that I could, even without the infrastructure of the legal infrastructure. But then some of these things now, I cannot make a budget for the Gatundu hospital and the services that are given there. The county government has to give the budget itself. So please, look for where the governor of Kiambu is. Tell him he has a hospital called Gatundu Hospital, just in case he forgot, and tell him that there are problems and there are no services, so that he comes and fixes them.